Hey, this is Jet from JechtSpencer.com. I'm coming to you from Brackenridge here in San Antonio, Texas today. And today is actually my 1-year anniversary out of the military, October 17th. And in this video, what I wanted to talk about is some of the things that I learned while I was in the military. And hopefully you can take some of these principles and begin to implement them into your own life. So let's get started. The first three is more of a 3-pointed rule than a 1-pointed rule because they all kind of go in tandem together, and they are this. Number 1, you have to show up on time. Number 2, you have to show up in the proper uniform. And number 3, you have to do your job. Let's break down the first one. You have to show up on time. Number 1, this kind of reminds me of the age-old Woody Allen quote that life is 80% just showing up. If you think about anything that's going on in your life, a great example is the gym. Many people just continue to go through all these cycles in their mind about they're going to go to the gym, they're going to do it. And then that day comes and they have to get up really early in the morning. It's 4:30, 5 o'clock, they got to get up and they're like, you know what? It'd be great right now. Maybe a little bit more rest. Once you actually get to the gym though, you actually put your shoes on, put your gym clothes on, maybe not in that order. Once you're there, taking action is easy, but just getting up to that point is ultimately where many people end up failing. Number 2 is show up in the proper uniform. Whatever it is that you want to do in life, if you are going for a particular niche, or you want to be a businessman, or you want to be a hippie, or whatever it is you want to be in life, make sure to show up looking like the part. I mean, if you go into a business meeting and you're there with, you're rocking dreads and you got like a bunch of tie-dye shirts on and a bunch of ragtag clothes and stuff, you are not fitting the mold for that particular niche. So give yourself the easiest way to succeed and just change up your clothes. I mean, in the military, it was making sure that your uniform was pressed and clean, making sure the t-shirts that you were wearing underneath were pressed and clean, making sure your boots were shined. I mean, these types of very simple, nuanced things that ultimately would make you just look like a better sailor and a better military member. Number 3 is do your job. I guess this one's really just kind of simple. Whatever it is that you've been assigned to do, whatever the command is, you have to just do it. You have to do it to the best of your ability. You have to learn and continue to grow in whatever aspect that you want to master in that particular trade. The next thing I learned is more like a saying. You hear military people say it all the time, and it's hurry up and wait. Hurry up and wait is essentially, imagine there's this huge thing that's going on. There's this big mission at hand. And all of a sudden, you have your commander, he's like, you gotta go, cock, lock, ready to rock, let's go, boys! And you go, you get ready, you're ready to dig in the dirt and fucking just go out there, and only to find out, you rush, you hurry up, you get all your shit ready, you're ready to go, and you get there, and you wait. And you wait, and you wait, maybe 2 hours, 4 hours, 6 hours, sometimes even 8 hours. I mean, anybody who's been in the military can understand this. You're gonna get a lot of patience. So you have to be patient, you have to be willing to be patient in anything that comes in life, and if you're willing to be patient, then ultimately you'll get to your goal, but you have to be willing to take that time. The next thing that I learned is that you have to be putting in more time than is actually allocated. You somehow have to figure out a way to make your schedule work. And a lot of times you're gonna be sacrificing sleep. I remember working days on my ship for 14, sometimes even 16 hours. Then I have to go to the gym, make sure I'm in good shape. Then at the exact same time I'm studying for this exam coming up. There's a lot of time spent doing things beyond what you are given in terms of the mission at hand. So if you have something in your own life, make sure you're putting in the time, because when you're working these exuberant hour days, you have to dig deep a lot of the times in order to get things done and truly rise to the top. And this is a very unpolitically correct standpoint. You have to be willing to play the game. What I noticed in the military is that you're talking about thousands of people on a ship. On my ship, LHD-3, it was over 3,000 people at times. So how is it that you can possibly stand out? You have to find a way to get accolades and be able to stand out beyond your peers. There is a game being played here. So unfortunately, just like any bureaucracy, just like any big company really, in order to stand out, you have to go beyond the call of duty. And the final thing is sacrifice. To anybody out there serving today, I honestly don't know how the hell you do it. You know, I was in the military for 4 years and it was rough and tumble. And it's not like I was going through anything super traumatic. I wasn't getting shot at. I don't have PTSD. I don't have like all these crazy things happening. I didn't have to see my friends blown up and shit. So there's people that go through much more than I did. But there are moments in my military career where we were out to sea for, you know, you go on these 10+ month deployments, and there are moments in time where you're out to sea for literally, I remember one time we were out to sea for 108 days, 108 days straight. So there is a massive sacrifice. You're not talking to your friends, you're not talking to your family, and you have to understand that there's that thing in life that's time management, and you have to be willing to sacrifice some things in order to accomplish others. I hope you enjoyed some of the things that I shared with you today. And for those of you who are still serving today and have served, I want to thank you for serving. It's one of the hardest, most grueling professions in the entire world, and without you guys, honestly, we'd all be fucked. So thank you for all the sacrifices you make so that we can live in a free society. Once again, this is Jet from JechtSpencer.com. Hopefully you learned a thing or two. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to subscribe, like, and or comment. And as always, good fortune to you, my friend.